Hello everyone, and this is StichRulez, and I wanted to talk about today's card. It's Droll and Lockbird for Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Links in the speed duel format, and the effect goes for this card is if a card's added from the main deck to your opponent's hand, except during the draw phase, quick effect, you can send this card from your hand to the graveyard. For the rest of this turn, cards cannot be added from either player's main deck to the hand. This card is available in the Future Circuit and Anniversary Box Volume 3 set. That's been available in the past for quite some time, so you can pick this card up from those either options. I wanted to talk about this card right now, especially in the current meta state for the speed duel format, is that we have a lot of top tier decks, namely Sky Striker, Chimera, Resonators, Utopia. We have a lot of different decks. StichRulez that is constantly drawing their cards, and if you allow them to continue on, they can pretty much make unbreakable boards, or you'll have to have like such a great hand going second to go through their boards and win the match. And I think that this card right now is very, very relevant because if you look at all the top tier decks that I just discussed, if you use Droll and Lockbird when they start off the match and you're going second, and you use this card, you could pretty much either stop them completely, or they make an insufficient board that allow you to kind of take advantage of that and go off with your strategy. And this card is highly impactful in the current state of this meta. And I think that if you want to do very well in the KC Cup that's ongoing and for future relevant tournaments in the near future, I think that this card is going to be an absolute staple for at 3 copies utilizing in your deck if you can. And the reason why I say this because Sky Striker is the type of deck that relishes on drawing and drawing and drawing, and if you do not stop them, they can get such a hand advantage and set up a board where even if you go past the board and somehow break it, they're going to have such a follow-up play that you're going to be pretty much exposed to their plays, and you're probably going to lose that match. And you need cards right now to stop them going off and into their full combos. You can't really right now rely on allowing to go second with no disruptions. You need some sort of disruption when it's not your turn. Otherwise, these top tier decks are going to make such a strong board that's going to be almost close to near impossible to consistently win when you're forced to go second. And Droll and Lockbird right now targets all the top tier decks. Even Heroes gets hampered by Droll and Lockbird, even though that they can kind of play around Droll and Lockbird because they have their skill where they can get a big monster body with the super polymerization and polymerization card for free, basically. But it at least gives them somewhat of a semi decent board. And not a impossible board that you can at least have a chance to play and possibly win that match. And right now, Droll and Lockbird is extremely effective, and there's going to be a lot of times where you go against a lot of mirror matches, and this card, if you have this in your deck and at 3 copies, could win you a lot of mirror matches. Even if you're going against if you're a Sky Striker watching this video and you're going against Sky Strikers, this is a great card to utilize. Perhaps if you want to disrupt your opponent and you're not going to go first, you can utilize this card. You can hamper their ability to draw, and at least gives you a much bigger advantage to win the match. I've right now utilized this card in my deck right now, and in the current meta state, And every time Droll and Lockboard has resolved, and against my opponent, I was in my opening hand going second. I pretty much won 70 to 80% of my matches just by that one card, by this one card. That's how much Droll and Lockboard is impactful, and you have to keep in mind, again, yes, Book of Eclipse can help a lot with different types of decks, but you need something right now that you can utilize if you don't win the coin toss and you have to go second. Because as great as Book of Eclipse is, it doesn't allow you to utilize when it's not your turn. You have to wait till your opponent's turn. And if you look at a deck like Chimera, where they have the ability to hand rip one card from your hand, that card that they hand rip could have been Droll and Lockboard, because you could have utilized it before they even got to that point. So I think right now, Droll and Lockboard is a very, very effective card. It's such an impactful card right now, allowing you to disrupt and hamper your opponent's ability to draw, and allows you to at least give you a chance to play the game. And again, you have to look at the current meta state, and the current meta state really shows that if you're utilizing Droll and Lockboard in your main deck, you're going to win a lot of matches just by that one card alone. Now, obviously, it depends on what strategy, also what you're using, but Droll and Lockboard is looking really, really good, and I would greatly think that you would want to consider utilizing this card if you can, because it targets all the top tier decks right now, to some degree. It's that good right now. So consider utilizing this card if you have not done so, and consider also the advantages that I just discussed that you can do to go against when you're going against your opponent. Because right now, Sky Strikers is going to be continuously being used, and more people are going to be utilizing that type of deck because it's almost free to play at this point. And because it's free to play, most people are going to use it, and also it's easy to access because of the new friend invitation campaign. So again, I would consider utilizing this card. It's very impactful right now, and if you have not thought about this right now, thought about this card, and yeah. So thanks for watching, and I hope this gives you some sort of additional insight to the current meta and how impactful Droll Lockboard is towards all the top tier decks. I don't think you could be disappointed right now if you start utilizing this card, because it's that good. Okay. So anyways, thanks for watching, and yeah, take care.